We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight we close out Week 7 together with a good Monday night matchup as it'll be the Armadillos of London taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson, and he is... tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Niner defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott to throw it. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 16 yards, a first down. That's caught out wide by Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
On second down, it's Vaughn. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Kill! 47!
To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 10-yard line.
Prescott now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He's going to hold a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get him the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Jake Moody now for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Staying on the ground with Vaughn. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. You look at this Niner defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Purdy looking to throw. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 28 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Moody good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Vaughn. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Here we go, 46.
Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
There again is Cooks, complete. Finding space at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Go to 54, go to 54, wide. Hey, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Hey, kill.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando. Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Again, a run with Vaughn. And down inside the 15 he goes. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
18 yards, first down Niners.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Purdy. Throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Second and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at the play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that's complete to Cooks. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Okay, ready?
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Ready.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here we go. Black shot. Yellow. Light blue.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. They couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They'll try and sneak it here. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. They'll go with the keeper. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
McCaffrey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They get this out quickly to the left side. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
46. 47. Kill.
Here's Prescott. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 18. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
17. 6. Better. Claude red. 5. 97. Fight. White. Plaster. 6. Watch out.
And now an audible here into something else.
He's going to let it go again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his quarterback position.
Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Well, this one into the hands of Vaughn.
And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down.
An audible here to get a new look.
47. 46.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Drill. 52. 22 needle. 52 blaster.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
Down.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Red. Cycle. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Ready.
2nd and 15. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Blue strike. Black ultra. Needle blue.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, no return.
1st down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Dak, he wants to change the play.
At the 30-yard line.
Second down, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. This one swung out to Vaughn. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Gets this to Gibson. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now Dak. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Niners are going to take possession.